right, in this Walk the Talk series, we are going to talk about the power of we begins with me. Not me, but you. Leadership, you need to understand, is a journey. It is not a sprint. It's not just about knowing your people, which is obviously critically important. It's about knowing and facing the reality of where we are, our truth. So to be truly effective, you must not only know yourself, but lean into who you are and accept that you need to continue in a journey of improvement to truly impact others day in and day out. You need to think about it, that it is your self-improvement and your realization and awareness that will make you stronger and better as a leader. So how do we do that? How do we move from average to awesome, to be the best of the best? So let's think about this and put it in perspective. January 11th, 2021, the national championship was played between Alabama and Ohio State. You're hearing a little bit of my Texas twang. Coach Nick Saban, he preaches, if you know him, he preaches about process, about consistency, about practice over and over and over. It is what he is known for and what the players expect from him. Why? Why does he preach this day in and day out? They've heard it over and over. Every team that's come through, every player that's come through, it is the same message. What is his ultimate goal each year for him and his team? Think about that. Well, surprisingly, the national championship itself is not the goal. It's the impact, not the win itself. The impact, the level of the recruits he achieves, the notoriety of the school, the quality of the team, the funding that they achieve by their success that the school gets, the legacy left behind. Think about it. If you think about Alabama, everybody knows that's been a successful team for the history of sports. And lastly, the list goes on and on and on. Further, the focus is always on the team and its success, not on himself as a coach. So let's watch this clip about being the best. And then we'll talk about it in just a moment.
But I have a question for you. Why the best are the best? Why are the best the best? Did you ever think about that? I mean, we've had some really good people come here. Some guys heard Ray Lewis a few years ago. Why are the best guys the best guys? It starts, number one, with truth. You tell yourself the truth about what you're doing, how you're committed. Are you working hard? Are you preparing? Are you doing the things you need to do to be the best you can be? It starts with that. How many people are truthful with themselves about self-assessing the effort that you give, the intangibles that you play with, the toughness that you play with, knowing what to do, being responsible to do your job, or you make some kind of justification in your mind when you screw up or you don't do it right, why you didn't do it that way. But the best are the best because they tell the truth. They tell the truth about who they are, how they prepare, how they work, how they get ready to play, how they push themselves to be the best, the passion that they have to be the best, and they do it all the time. So where are you? Just ask yourself that. Where are you?
So how do we build that high-performing team? How do we move that needle from average to awesome as we strategize for this upcoming year in your role? And why would we want to? Well, you must look at the processes, what we do, what you do, and how you do it, and how your team does it. You've got to hold people accountable. In Nick Saban's words, and think about this, you must have the mental toughness and discipline. Maintain the discipline that you need to have to do what you need to do when you are supposed to do it and the way it is supposed to be done. So let's talk about this for a second and talk with your moderator. So what is it that you need to do as a leader to go from good to great, from average to awesome? Think about it and answer that question. Now, as you have discussed that, how will you begin to apply those things that you need to improve over the next few weeks? You've talked about why you should do that. Let's talk about now, why is it worth it? What is the potential impact of you making a difference and becoming a better leader? Until next time, lead well, make an impact, and walk the talk.